Dragons of the ancient world. Fact or fiction? Dragons are one of the most enduring mythical creatures in human history. For centuries, they've captured our imaginations with tales of their power and majesty spanning cultures from ancient Mesopotamia and China to Europe. The idea that these magnificent beasts once roamed the earth alongside humans is a concept deeply rooted in folklore and even in some historical accounts. But what's the real story behind these legendary beings? Could they have coexisted with dinosaurs in the age of reptiles? The birth of a legend. The word dragon itself has a long and varied history. In ancient Greece, the term referred to a huge serpent, a concept that was later adopted into Mesopotamian lore. In their epic Enuma Elish, a text over 4,000 years old, dragons were initially called Usumgalu or Great Serpent. Over time, the depiction of dragons evolved, incorporating features from a variety of animals. The Chinese dragon, known as Long, is a perfect example of this. The Chinese historian Wang Fu noted that the Long was a composite creature. It had a head like a camel, ears like a cow, horns like a deer, and a snake-like body covered in the scales of a carp. Its talons were said to resemble an eagle's and its paws, a tiger's. In Chinese culture, the dragon is a benevolent symbol of good fortune and a powerful deity of rain, a stark contrast to the fearsome, fire-breathing monsters of European myths. European dragons, which emerged in the 10th century, were often depicted as terrifying beasts that hoarded treasure and wreaked havoc on humanity. The idea of a fire-breathing dragon may have originated from natural phenomena. In Northern Europe, ancient people would have encountered natural gas pockets in the ground. When struck by lightning, these pockets would ignite, creating powerful, fiery bursts. Lacking a scientific explanation, ancient humans might have attributed these spectacular events to supernatural creatures, giving birth to the legend of the fiery dragon. Why we believe in dragons. So, if dragons were never real, what explains the historical reports and supposed fossil finds? The answer lies in a fascinating blend of human psychology and the scientific limitations of the past. Ancient humans often encountered fossils of prehistoric creatures without any scientific framework to understand what they were. Before the field of paleontology existed, people interpreted these skeletal remains through the lens of their own imaginations. The human brain is hardwired to seek patterns and explanations for the unknown. When confronted with the colossal bones of an extinct animal, the mind fills in the blanks, creating a narrative that makes sense within their cultural context. For instance, a news report from 1934 in China claimed that the body of a long creature, believed to be a dragon, had been found. Later, in 2004, scientific analysis revealed that the fossil was actually that of a whale. Similarly, adventurer Marco Polo's 13th century account of a huge serpent with sharp teeth in China was likely just a description of a crocodile. These creatures, though real, were so awe-inspiring and foreign to the observers that they were woven into the familiar tapestry of a mythical beast. The powerful jaws and imposing presence of a crocodile perfectly fit the fearsome description of a dragon. The evidence behind the myth. The misidentification of fossils is a recurring theme. The long-necked plesiosaurus, whose fossils are commonly found in England, could have easily been misinterpreted by ancient people as a dragon with 2 wings and 2 legs, or a wyvern. Another famous example is the legend of the lindworm, a dragon from Austria. The story was likely inspired by the discovery of a woolly rhinoceros skull in 1335. This fossil was so convincing that a statue of the mythical creature was erected in the city square of Klagenfurt in 1583, a monument that still stands today. As zoologist Carl Schucker points out in his 1995 book Dragons, A Natural History, Ancient fossils were often misinterpreted, not just as dragons, but as other mythical beings like griffins, cyclops, and basilisks. In essence, the fantastical creatures we've come to know and love are often the result of ancient humans' attempts to explain the unexplainable. Dragons in modern culture. The enduring appeal of dragons stems from their versatility. They can be forces of destruction, symbolizing chaos and untamed nature, or wise, benevolent creatures representing strength and good fortune. In European folklore, dragons are often slain by heroic knights, symbolizing the victory of order over chaos. The hero's journey often involves facing an inner or external dragon, a powerful challenge that must be overcome. In Eastern cultures, dragons represent the forces of nature, specifically water and rain, vital for agriculture and life itself. They are not to be feared but revered. This cultural duality showcases how a single mythical creature can reflect a society's deepest hopes and fears. Conclusion. So, did dragons ever exist? The answer is no, not in the way our stories describe them. But their existence as a product of human imagination is undeniable. They are living, breathing myths, tales born from the awe and mystery of the natural world, from misidentified fossils, and from the universal human desire to create meaning from the strange and unknown. For more deep dives into the fascinating world of paleontology and the ancient creatures that inspired our myths, be sure to check out our other videos. What's your favorite mythical creature? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to Paleo Insights for more incredible stories from the past.